She turns and walks away. Ah, but the mirror calls her back. Pour her another mirror because the mirror gives her license. And I am the mirror that catches demons to wrestle them away from the angels. She's a single reflex lens. Always retouch negative she's handing me. Ah, Conjuree. She makes being good a delicious prospect because she unlocks the dark, key by key. Ah, Conjuree. Wearing a pentangle, a silver pent-up angle by any degree. Ah, Conjuree. She frisks the frets for furtive flats, wrings them out, the neck erect. Ah, Conjuree. Down home child to earth and back, forward-thinking mind, topsoil free. Ah, Conjuree. Sift the gauze and salt the gash. Smell of youth brings bird of success. Lights on her limb by limb by limb the tree. Eden trembles at the border moist. Ah, Conjuree. Winter dance party lost in the snow. Study the silhouettes from oceans in the know. Tracks lead to the lake aglow. Scamming secrets off the screen that otherwise you wouldn't see. Ah, Conjuree. Poison chain links one by one. Ink on the brain says that you're the only one. Mysterious license she took with me. Gave a different fever degree by degree. Lift your head in prayer and left it there. I was a sturdy workman to rig this tree. Ah, Conjuree. You skewed the latitude, realigned the flesh orbit, carved hot suffering out of any cool joy you please. Raised the board and passed the admonitions. Veil lifted, you were on your knees. Ah, Conjuree. In the orchard of dripping fangs, she's so naked, N-ban she. The apparatus is so watchful an insect. Time is the root of all evil. Locusts ticking at the window outside of me. Ah, Conjuree. And in the capital, the pigeons sworn to their steps, to uphold their swollen duties, and discharge them free of any memory of the Republic. Ah, Conjuree. Mascara scars on Legend Street, the laugh lines crack open like Venetian blinds, letting out dark from her green eyes like ingrown seas. Ah, Conjuree. Double barrels both to hell. I don't hear no ocean in that box of shells. All the bad medicine she poured for me. Still on the spoon she cooking up and licking for her own disease. She gonna be the bitch in obituary. Ah, Conjuree. Deep now, course. Touch your way in. A solid sweet. I think, I feel, dissolves any way you see. I drained your swamp to give you a new boogie. Ah, Conjuree. And in the mundane bazaar, I barter a backlog of graven imagery. Trend blight. We had to cut off her credit, going down for the third time in the mainstream. It wasn't just free speech, all just very cheap. Ah, Conjuree. And the jungle comes in close, claws of remorse, sting of regret on every new leaf vein. Labored breathing close to the ground, rolling forward haunches groove, locking smooth, without any sound. She's stripping for the weather, and I got a cold front moving in, just in back of me. Ah, Conjuree. But I am the breaker, bite into the circuit, drink the raw juice, charge my tongue to her name's electricity. She's so essential, reminds me of all my other hungers. Ah, Conjuree. Condemned to wet, another slick stretch for thee. From the hanging rain, I need a reprieve. Their gallows humor, over your head, boastful rain. You part the hurricane curtain, bead by bead. Ah, Conjuree. And homing pigeons nest best, drifting in the radar. Any more planes land, this city might break. Crash open the crates with a crowbar. Wood splits from the brittle cargo, the soft, soft freight. Glazed pewter falling dizzy, shatters if you sneeze. Left a hole in my roof, the home went crunch. A hole in my life that gathers icy seed. Ah, Conjuree. But the atmosphere tightens around gravity's bend. The palm of the horizon holds you in effigy, in regard for the flesh ministry. Ah, Conjuree. And I'm going if you're glad. I'm coming even if you're sad all over. Don't talk. Put your head on my heart. It's on my sleeve. You got my heart out on my sleeve, and your white-hot pincers are out, divining, plucking pearls from the grease. Ah, Conjuree. It must be nights in Kinesia. I'm breathless at litanies. It must be nights in Kinesia. I'm breathless at litanies. It must be nights in Kinesia. I'm breathless at litanies. Ah, Conjuree, who slides into love like a grudge, eyes strobe like the lightning and the heat. You are the static cling in America's back seat. I took your Rock Island song to No Name Key. I took your Rock Island song all the way to No Name Key. Ah, Conjuree, who comes in unknown tongues. Baby jade chimes, the flowers in relief. Baby jade chimes, the flowers in relief. Ah, Conjuree, look a gift horse in the dark. The glass eye pops loose from the carousel horse, rolls down the wooden pier to rest in the sand under the out-of-tune bandshell, colored lights. This page, a missing link that needs the dark to breathe, the mountain pipes of Pan, the drums of me, the parliament of birds, at the edge of the sea. Ah, Conjuree, and the skeleton of days lays out its wreath. She's protected by her father, she's protected by a hired thief. True borrowed belonging is the only peace. Smokey Robinson said the leaves are falling, and so are we. Along about now, devotion and ease. Ah, Conjuree. Cloud of steam, obscure head, cloud of steam, foreign train, pulling out of the station all the stops. FTW and A to Z, everything in the USA. Ah, Conjuree. But the newspaper's blowing behind on the tracks. The front cover photo of the girl, yeah, the girl. Stop and rewind the cloud of steam. Ah, Conjuree. Back into her ears, yeah, she was mad. At the top of her lungs, a more beautiful voice than I ever remembered in the dream. Ah, Conjuree. Her healing impact till I was sick. Yeah, the girl. Obscure head. Hungry tattoo. Crawling towards skin that smashed it flat with naked belief. Ah, Conjuree. Is the chalice half empty, or do you have half belief? I know you always say that you'll explain that to me. Yeah, and my neighborhood is the barrier reef, spearing the shadows that the tide washes up, clinging to the beach. The derelicts are trying to drink my sleep. Car alarms are our campfire songs in my little settlement by the sea. Ah, Conjuree. And I've been serving only time, atonal for my crimes. The hands of the clock form a wishbone she breaks apart with her eyes. I serve as canvas, the watercolor venom, on her paintbrushes. She undresses the book in her lap. Piece by piece she tosses me, the burning braille. Sometimes your beauty makes you the beast. Ah, Conjuree.